shall deceive. We have come into the night, thunder raising war at night. We have come into the night, thunder raising war at night. We'll fight for kings, for Ragnarok. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok. Welcome to Valhalla. Drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok, drink her up for Ragnarok.
The Chief of London, through the realm of America, the Isle of Scotland, will be tried by frost. King and Reb will face an AntiChrist so false that he will place them in the conflict altogether. Century X, Quatrain 66. At once one will see vengeance, 100 powers, thirst, famine, when the comet will pass. Century 2, Quatrain 62. At once one will see vengeance. Sounds like a large conflict of sorts. 100 powers. 100 powers, the 100 families. In China, Xi Jinping, well, just read it for yourself. Long awaited. He will never return in Europe. He will appear in Asia. He will rise above all other kings of the Orient. Century X, Quatrain 75. He will rise above all other kings of the Orient. Xi Jinping. Stained with mass murder and adultery, the great enemy of humanity will be worse than any man before him. In steel, fire, water, bloody and monstrous. Century X, Quatrain 10. This I find to be one of the most mysterious and one of the most disturbing. Very short. Mabus will soon die. Then will come a horrible undoing of people and animals. Century 2, Quatrain 62. Mabus will soon die. I've seen a couple interpretations of this where people will take the name Mabus and drop the MA and flip it over and turn it into a GW, and they're saying it's George W. Bush. I think it's a lot more direct than that. I don't think he beat around the bush with this one. I think it is Ray Mabus, the 75th Secretary of the U.S. Navy. This guy has the Mabus Group, I believe. I will, well, they have partners with like every war-related company in the world. This guy has his hands in like every bit of death dealing on the planet. And I think when Nostradamus said Mabus will soon die, then will come a horrible undoing of people and animals, he was talking about Ray Mabus and not some cryptographic name that has to be altered and manipulated. I think it's very direct. You can look this one up, Century 2, Quatrain 62. The third Antichrist, very soon annihilated. 27 years his bloody war will last. Century 8, Quatrain 77. 27 years his bloody war will last. I cannot see a global conflict these days lasting for that long before somebody mutually assured our destruction. The heretics dead, captives exiled, blood-soaked human bodies, and a reddened, icy hail covering the earth. Century 8, Quatrain 77. Little rain, warm wind, wars, incursions. Century 4, Quatrain 67. Little rain, warm wind, the Sahara dust, El Nino, wars, incursions, Ukraine, Russia, Taiwan. There's a lot going on in the globe right now. And if Nostradamus' predictions have proven anything correct, what do they have to say about today? With so many conflicts happening on the global stage, and so much talk of World War III, people on every continent are wondering if the next little spark will set off the powder keg. I believe that Nostradamus has predicted several of our past global conflicts and the one that's coming.